Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. From here on out, we're going to be covering everything that was WWE TLC 2014. This is going to be an awesome night coming home watching TLC on the WWE Network because I don't know. I guess the only reason I can really give it to you is that I just really don't care. I will not be watching the WWE pre-show, seeing how now it is 10 o'clock. It is 5 hours after the WWE pay-per-view has started. I am obviously watching this on demand on the WWE Network. One of the best features there is going for it is the strong on-demand market. Only $9.99 to sign up. So if there's anybody out there bitching and complaining about me making YouTube videos here on YouTube and putting them up and you thinking that they are going to be the match, well, go to the WWE Network, sign up. It's only $9.99. If you are searching and scouring through YouTube trying to find this match or this show, obviously you care enough that you should head on over to the WWE Network and sign up for $9.99 a month. It is awesome. It's not free like last month, but $9.99, you're going to get all sorts of awesome stuff. Let's get down to business. The New Day versus Goldust and Stardust in the opening show pre-match. I just basically looked up the results on this show. Basically for the match, just basically for the factor of I didn't really care enough to watch it. So basically it was Big E Langston and Kofi Kingston wrestling as a part of the New Day with Xavier Woods on the outside. Obviously the money portion of the team. From there on out, basically it was Kingston it was Kofi Kingston and Big E with their big move on Goldust, where basically they hit the Midnight Hour is the new name of their new finisher, and they got the win from there on. Obviously, I know that they didn't win the Tag Team Turmoil a few weeks ago, but I think that even though they didn't win that, they're moving in the right direction. They got a win on Raw, they got a win on SmackDown, they got a win on the pre-show. They should be taking over the tag team division sooner than later and moving their way up towards taking those titles away from whoever wins, whether it's Miz and Mizdow or if it's the Usos. I think that Miz and Mizdow are my pick to win that match from there on out. But what a way to really kick off WWE TLC 2014. Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match to really kick it off. I thought this was going to be the kickoff when I was talking about the matches doing my preview last week. But honestly, I thought they might want to save Ziggler for a little bit, seeing how he is the hometown guy, and they really did give it that treatment. When you watched the pre-show, Dolph Ziggler did an open Q&A where you were able to submit questions, and they asked him live on the air with Todd Phillips, and when he came out, normally he's announced from Hollywood, Florida. He was announced from Cleveland. He had no sort of hidden gimmick. Basically, he wanted everybody to know that's where he was from, and I think all of Cleveland knew he was from there. I saw pictures on Twitter of Miz and Ziggler. They were at the Browns game this morning, so they were really getting that hometown ovation, really getting everybody pumped up. This was a really, really awesome match. Michael Cole now calls TLC the Demolition Derby of wrestling. They called the Best of TLC, which was a special on the WWE Network, I believe, last Monday. They called that the Demolition Derby. So from here on out, I guess that should be the new gimmick they have going for this. I have never seen as many ladders as I did for the opening of this match. Normally for the TLC, they have some ladders lined up the entrance way. They have a few around the ring. They have all the stairs sort of as the set all the way in the background. They sort of keep the tables hidden. I didn't see any during this match. They probably all stepped up underneath the ring, or maybe they'll pull them out as we get closer to the tables match later on in the night. But I mean, there was a ladder almost every 2 feet down the entranceway. There was one. There's probably at least two on every corner. Ladders everywhere. Oh my, I couldn't believe it. They're really going all out the extra mile, and that's exactly what Ziggler and Luke Harper did inside of the ring. I talked about Luke Harper not having really the body that would hold up in a ladder match, not really looking the type of an Intercontinental Champion, and I really had some regards about how good this match really was going to be. Luke Harper is a guy a lot like Dolph Ziggler. He put all of his body into this match, really went above and beyond. At one point, Dolph Ziggler was on the outside of the ring holding a ladder, and Luke Harper came flying through the bottom rope, a move you've seen 1,000 times, never involving a ladder before. But Luke Harper's arm went right through the ladder as he attacked Ziggler, and as he fell to the floor, the ladder almost snapped his arm in half. You could definitely tell that he was in pain. My first thought was that the arm was broken. The announcer started talking about the match. the match might be over because Harper's arm was broken. I immediately saw Dolph Ziggler sprint for the ladder and go up. I thought maybe he was just going for the easy win with Harper down there on the floor. They'd be able to get Harper out of there to the doctor to see what was going on with that arm, maybe if it was broken. But Harper came in and made the save. There was many times they played that crowd like a fiddle. They played me as well. With Ziggler climbing up to the top of the ladder only for Harper to come out there and make the save. I mean, there's probably close calls inside of a match. Many times it's like that with the ladder where the guy climbs to the top. Ziggler was right there grabbing the belt so many times. There was 2 different stunts that went wrong for Ziggler with the ladder. I guess it didn't really go wrong when you're fighting in a ring with a ladder. Things are going to go wrong. At one point, Ziggler received a cut on the bridge of his nose, and they played that into the ring where basically the referees came down to ringside trying to give him some sort of medical assistance. And as the time they were giving medical assistance, there is no timeouts, there is no pauses in wrestling. Luke Harper climbed up to the top of the ladder trying to retrieve the championship and win the match. Ziggler noticed, was able to run in and make the save. Then there was another time when he came flying down off a ladder, and the ladder caught him right on the bridge over the top of his head where the hairline is, and he started to bleed from there as well. WWE, for the most part, I think they tried everybody. The referee put their gloves on. They sent the medical guys down there. But it is what it is when you're having a ladder match. Guys are going to bleed, and it's just, the stuff that happens. The one fall that really got me was they set up a ladder that stretched out from the ring to the announce table. From there, Luke Harper fell to the outside, and I thought that Dolph Ziggler was going to be climbing to the top. From that point, and Harper would have like a seat, basically where he was laying on the outside watching, and I thought that was where they were going to have him lay until the match was over, and then they would have that awesome shot of basically him being dead on top of a ladder outside of the ring as Ziggler won. Little to my surprise, Harper got in the ring and he was able to make the save. A move that I've never seen in a ladder match before. Lots of times guys find ways to hit their finishers, but not ever did Shawn Michaels ever find a way, at least in my mind. Memorable was a way to hit the super kick. And both guys were climbing dual ladders trying to get up to where the Intercontinental Championship rested above the ring. And Ziggler pulled out a trick from his trade, super kick, knocking Harper off of the ladder down, falling to the floor. From there, basically Ziggler was able to get up and grab the title. They played off the hometown ovation, and it was huge. Dolph Ziggler coming off winning the Survivor Series, being the sole survivor of Team Cena versus Team Authority. You can definitely see that this is a move up to the top. I thought that Ziggler was going to be able to win or lose from here on out. I honestly sort of wanted to see Ziggler win the Intercontinental Championship because I thought he is a great champion. But then again, I was thinking if he gets out of the Intercontinental title picture, he'll be more of a choice for people to win the Royal Rumble going on to WrestleMania, seeing how there is a movement, how basically John Cena isn't in the main event of another pay-per-view. Here we are. He sat on the back burner for Hell in the Cell. He sat on the back burner for TLC. I don't know if this is a Vince McMahon move where basically he's trying to save John Cena in case there are people complaining or there are low numbers, basically saying that they didn't have Cena in a spot. They were trying to listen to the fans, so they put Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in the main event of Hell in a Cell. They put Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose, two young guys, trying to get up to the top. They put them in the main event of TLC. I don't know if he's just trying to find a way to make excuses for something that happens later on down the road. But Ziggler was able to get the win in a great match. The announcers, Michael Cole, JBL, Jerry the King Lawler, all of them putting this over as a real big win, trying to put this as a big exclamation point, as something bigger than a normal Intercontinental Championship win for Dolph Ziggler, a guy who has won the title probably many countless times. If I had $1 to bet, I would guess that this is more than likely his 6th Intercontinental Champion. I could be off by a few. More than likely somebody will comment down below if they made it through this video saying what it is. But Luke Harper versus Dolph Ziggler, a great way to kick off this pay-per-view. And we'll leave this one. We're going to go press play on the Apple TV, and we'll head on down to the next match and see what that is.